ॐ पराब्रह्माय विद्महे शिवाय धीमहि तन्नो मोहन प्रचोदयात्। ॐ पराब्रह्माय विद्महे शिवाय धीमहि तन्नो मोहन प्रचोदयात्। ॐ पराब्रह्माय विद्महे शिवाय धीमहि तन्नो मोहन प्रचोदयात्। ॐ गं गणेशाय नमः। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात्। ॐ त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्ष्यमामृतात्। ॐ हरिं बह्लामुखी हुं फट् स्वाहा। ॐ हरिं बह्लामुखी हुं फट् स्वाहा। ॐ हरिं बह्लामुखी हुं फट् स्वाहा। ॐ श्री गुरुदेव दत्ता। ॐ श्री गुरुदेव दत्ता। ॐ श्री गुरुदेव दत्ता। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ नमः शिवाय। ॐ पराब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ पराब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ पराब्रह्मणे नमः। ॐ पराब्रह्माय विद्महे शिवाय धीमहि तन्नो मोहन प्रचोदयात्। Dear Mohanji, my name is Rishmika and I am from the Mohanji Chapter Ashram in South Africa. Today, I will be reading chapters 15, 16, and 17 from the Sri Sai Sat Charitra. Chapter 15. Naratya Kirtan Sadhati, which is a ritual, with the Chalkas sugarless tea and 2 lizards, are the 3 short stories in today's chapter. The readers may remember that mention was made in the 6th chapter regarding the Rama Navami festival in Shirdi, how the festival originated, and how in the early years was a great difficulty in getting a good Haridas for performing Kirtan on that occasion, and how Baba permanently entrusted this function of Kirtan to Das Ganu permanently. Now in this chapter, we shall describe the manner in which Das Ganu was performing the Kirtan. Naratya Kirtan Sadhati. Generally, our Haridasas, while performing the Kirtan, wear a gala and full dress. They put on a headdress, either a feta or a turban, a long flowing coat with a shirt inside, and uparani, which is a short dhoti, on the shoulders, and the usual long dhoti from the waist below. Dressed in this fashion for some Kirtan in the Shirdi village, Das Ganu once went to bow to Baba. Baba asked him, "Well, bridegroom, where are you going dressed so beautifully like this?" "For performing a kirtan," was the reply. Then Baba said, "Why do you want all this paraphernalia coat, uparani, and seta? Lay off all that before me. Why wear them on the body?" Das Ganu immediately took them off and placed them at Baba's feet. From that time, Das Ganu never wore these things while performing the kirtan. He would always wear, from waist upwards, a pair of triplets was in his hand and a garland round his neck. This is not in consonance with the practice generally followed by all the Haridasas, but this is the best and purest method. The sage Narada was Narada from whom the originated, wore nothing on his shrunken head. He carried a veena in his hand and wandered from place to place, everywhere singing the glory of the Lord. Mr. Chalker's Trivial Scheme. Initially, Baba was known in Pune and Ahmednagar's district, but Rana Sahib Chandosar by his personal talk and by Das Banu, by his splendid kirtan, spread the fame of Baba in Konkan, which is Bombay's presidency. In fact, it was Das Banu, may God bless him, who, by his beautiful and inimitable kirtan, made Baba available to so many people there. The audience who came to hear the kirtan have different tastes. Some like the erudition of the Haridas, some his gestures, some his singing, some his wit and humor, some his preliminary dissertation on Vedanta, and some others his main stories and so on. But among them, there are very few who, by hearing the kirtan, get faith and devotion or love for God or saint. The effect of hearing Das Ganu's kirtan on the minds of audience was, however, electric, as it were. We give an instance here. Das Ganu was once performing his kirtan and singing the glory of Sai Baba in the Kopaneshwar temple in Tana. One Mr. Chalkar, a poor man serving as a candidate in the civil court in Tana, was amongst the audience. He heard Das Ganu's kirtan most attentively and with much love. He there and then mentally bowed to Baba, saying, Baba, I am a poor man, unable to support my family. If by your grace I pass the departmental examination and get a permanent post, I shall go to Shirdi, fall at your feet, and distribute sugar candy in your name. As good luck would have it, Miss Chalker did pass the examination and did get the permanent post, and now it remains for him to fulfill his vow. The sooner the better. Mr. Chalker was a poor man with a large family to support, and he could not afford to pay for the expenses of a Shirdi trip. As is well said, one can easily cross over Nane Ghat in Tana district or even the Yadni range, but it is very difficult for a poor man to cross Umberghat, that is, the threshold of his house. As Mr. Chalker was anxious to fulfill his vow as early as possible, he resolved to economize, cut down his expenses, and save money. He determined not to use sugar in his diet and began to take his stew without it. After he was able to save some money in this way, he came to Shirdi, took Baba's darshan, fell at his feet, offered a coconut, distributed it with a clean conscience, along with sugar candy, and per his vow, and said to Baba that he was much pleased with his darshan and that his desires were fulfilled that day. Mr. Chalker was in the masjid with his host Babu Sahib Dog. When the host and the guest both got up and were about to leave the masjid, Baba spoke to Jog as follows. Give him, the guest, cup of tea, fully saturated with sugar. Hearing these difficult words, Mr. Chalker was much moved. He was wonderstruck. His eyes were bedewed with tears, and he fell at Baba's feet again. Mr. Jog was also curious about this direction regarding the teacup to be given to his guest. Baba wanted by his holy Baba wanted by his words to create faith and devotion in Chalker's mind. He hinted, as it were, that he got the sugar candy as per his vow, and that he knew full well his secret determination not to use sugar in his diet. Baba meant to say, if you spread your palms with devotion before me, I am immediately with you, day and night. Though I am here bodily, so know what to do. Beyond the seven seas, go wherever you will, over the wide world, I am with you. My abode is in your heart, and I am within you. Always worship me, who is seated in your heart, as well as in the hearts of all beings. Blessed and fortunate indeed is he who knows me thus. What a beautiful and important lesson was imparted by Baba to Mr. Chalkar. Two lizards. Now we close this chapter with a story of two little lizards. Once Baba was sitting in the masjid. A devotee sat in front of him with a lizard tick tick. Out of curiosity, the devotee asked Baba whether this tick ticking of the lizard signified anything. Was it a good sign or a bad omen? Baba said that the lizard was overjoyed as her sister from Aurangabad was coming to see her. The devotee sat silent, not making out the meaning of Baba's words. Immediately, a gentleman from Aurangabad came on horseback to see Baba. He wanted to proceed further, but his horse would not go, as it was hungry and wanted gram. He took out a bag from his shoulder to bring gram and dashed it on the ground to remove dirt. A lizard came out therefrom, and in the presence of all, climbed up the wall. Baba asked the questioner devotee to mark her well. She once went strutting to her sister. Both sisters met each other after a long time, kissed and embraced each other, whirled round and danced with love. Where is Kirti and where is Aurangabad? How should the man on horseback come from Aurangabad with the lizard? And how should Baba make the prophecy of the meeting of the two sisters? All this is really very wonderful and proves the omniscience, that the all-knowing nature of Baba. Postscript. He who respectfully reads this chapter or studies it daily will get all his miseries removed by the grace of the Satguru Sai Baba. Hence, bow to Sri Sai and speak to all. Chapter 16 and 17. These two chapters relate to the story of a rich gentleman who wanted Brahma Jnana, Kriti of Sai Baba. Preliminary. The last chapter describes how Mr. Chalkar's vow of small offering was completed and accepted. In that story, Sai Baba showed that he would accept with appreciation any small thing offered with love and devotion. But if the same thing was offered with pride and haughtiness, he would reject it. Being himself full of such Chit Anand, meaning existence, knowledge, and bliss, he did not care much for more outward formality. But if an offering was made in meek and humble spirit, the same was welcome, and he accepted it with pleasure and avidity. In fact, there is no person more liberal and benevolent than a Satguru like Sai Baba. He cannot be compared to the Chintamani jewel, which is the philosopher's stone which satisfies desire, the Kalpataru, the celestial tree which fulfills our desires, or the Kamadenu, the celestial cow which yields what we desire. For they give us only what we desire, but the Satguru gives us the most precious thing that is inconceivable and inscrutable, the reality. Now let us hear how Sai Baba disposed of a rich man who came to him and implored him to give him Brahma's jnana. There was a rich gentleman. Unfortunately, his name and whereabouts are not mentioned. He was very prosperous in his life. He had amassed a large quantity of wealth, houses, fields, and lands, and had many servants and dependents. When Baba's fame reached his ears, he said to a friend of his that he was not in want of anything, and so he would go to Shivji and ask Baba to give him Brahma Jnana, which, if he got, would certainly make him more happy. His friend persuaded him, saying, "It is not easy to know Brahma. especially so for an avaricious man like you, who is always engrossed in wealth, wife, and children. Who will, in your quest of Brahmajnana, satisfy you that won't give away even a paisa in charity? Not minding his friend's advice, the fellow engaged a return journey, Tonga, and came cheerfully. He went to the masjid, saw Sai Baba, fell at his feet, and said, Baba, hearing that you show Brahma to all who come over here without any delay, I had come here all the way from my distant place. I am much fatigued by the journey, and if I get the Brahma from you, my troubles will be well paid and rewarded. Baba then replied, Oh, my dear friend, do not be anxious. I shall immediately show you the Brahma. All my dealings are in cash and never on credit. So many people come to me and ask for wealth, health, power, honor, position, cure of diseases, and other temporal matters. Rare is the person who comes here to me and asks for Brahmajnana. There is no dearth of persons asking for worldly things, but as persons interested in spiritual matters are very rare, I think it is a lucky and auspicious moment when persons like you come and press me for Brahmajnana. So I show to you with pleasure the Brahma with all its accompaniments and complications. Saying this, Baba started to show him the Brahma. He made him sit there and engaged him in some other talk or affair, and thus made him forget his question for the time being. Then he called the boy and told him to go to Nandu Marwari and get from him a hand loan of 5 rupees. The boy left and returned immediately, saying that Nandu was absent and his house was locked. Then Baba asked him to go to Bala, the grocer, and get from him the said note. This time also the boy was unsuccessful. This experiment was repeated again twice or thrice with the same result. Sai Baba was, as we know, the living and moving Brahman incarnate. Then someone may ask, why did he want the paltry sum of 5 rupees? And why did he try hard to get the note? Really, he did not want that sum at all. He must have been fully known that Nandi and Bala were absent, and he seems to have adopted this procedure as a test for the seeker of Brahma. That gentleman had a bundle of currency notes in his pocket, and if he was really earnest, he would have not sat quiet and be a mere onlooker when Baba was frantically trying to get a paltry sum of 5 rupees. He knew that Baba would keep his word and repay the debt, and that the sum wanted was insignificant. So he could not make up his mind and advance the sum. Such a man wanted from Baba the greatest thing in the world, being the Brahma Jnana. Any other man who really loved Baba would have at once given 5 rupees instead of being a mere onlooker. It was otherwise with this man. He advanced no money, nor did he sit silent, but began to be impatient, as he was in a haste to return and implored Baba, saying, Oh Baba, please show me the Brahma soon. Baba replied, Oh my dear friend, you do not understand all the procedure that I went through sitting in this place for enabling you to see the Brahma. It is, in short, this. For seeing Brahma, one has to give 5 things, that is, surrender 5 things. One, 5 pranas or vital forces. Two, 5 senses or 5 of action and 5 of perception. Three, mind. Four, intellect. And 5 is ego. This path of Brahma Jnana, of self-realization, is as hard as to tread on the edge of a razor. Sai Baba then Sai Baba then gave rather a long discourse on the subject, purpose of which is given below. Qualifications for Brahma Jnana or self-realization. All persons do not see or realize the Brahma in their lifetime. Certain qualifications are absolutely necessary. One is moksha, or intense desire to get free. He who thinks that he is bound and that he should get free from bondage and works earnestly and resolutely to that end, and who does not care for any other thing, is qualified for the next spiritual life. Two, virakti, or a feeling of disgust with the things of this world and the next. Unless a man feels disgusted with things, humans, and honors, which his actions would bring in this world and the next, he has no right to enter into the spiritual realm. 3. Antarbhukhata, introversion. Our senses have been created by God with a tendency to move outward, and so man always looks outside himself and not inside. He who wants self-realization and immortal life must turn his gaze inward and look to his inner self. 4. Catharsis, from purging away of sin. Unless a man has turned away from his wickedness and stopped from doing wrong and has entirely composed himself, and unless his mind is at rest, he cannot gain self-realization, even by means of knowledge. 5. Right conduct. Unless a man leads a life of truth, penance, and insight, a life of celibacy, he cannot get God realization. 6. Preferring shreyas, the good to prayers. Pleasant. There are two sorts of things that bring the good and the pleasant. The former deals with spiritual affairs, and the latter with mundane matters. Both these approach man for acceptance. He has to think and choose one of them. The wise man prefers the good to the pleasant, but the unwise, through greed and attachment, chooses the pleasant. 7. Control of the mind and the senses. The body is the chariot, and the self is its master. Intellect is the charioteer, and the mind is the rein. The senses are the horses, and sense objects their path. He who has no understanding, and whose mind is unrestrained, his senses unmanageable, like the vicious horses of a charioteer, does not reach his destination or get realization, but goes through the round of birth and death. But he who has understanding and whose mind is restrained, his senses being under control, like the good horse of the charioteer, reaches that state, that is the state of self-realization, when he is not born again. The man who has an understanding as his charioteer or guide, and is able to rein his mind, reaches the end of the journey, which is the supreme abode of the all-pervading Vishnu or the Lord. 8. Purification of the mind. Unless the man discharges satisfactorily and disinterestedly the duties of his station in life, his mind will not be purified. And unless his mind is purified, he cannot get self-realization. It is only in the purified mind that viveka, which is discrimination between the unreal and the real, and vairagya, which is non-attachment to the unreal, crop up and lead on to self-realization. Unless egoism is dropped, awareness got rid of, and the mind made desireless or pure, self-realization is not possible. The idea that I am the body is a great illusion, and attachment to this idea is the cause of bondage. Leave off this idea and attachment therefore, if you want to get to the self-realization. 9. The necessity of a guru. The knowledge of the self is so subtle and mystic that no one could, by his own individual effort, ever hope to attain it. So the help of another person or a teacher who has himself got self-realization is absolutely necessary. What others cannot give with great labor and pain can be easily gained with the help of such a teacher, for he has walked on the path himself and can easily take the disciple step by step on the ladder of spiritual progress. 10. And lastly, the Lord's grace is the most essential thing. When the Lord is pleased with anybody, he gives him viveka and vairagya and takes him safely on the ocean of mundane existence. The self cannot be gained by the study of Vedas, nor by intellect, nor by much learning. He, whom the self chooses by him, it is gained. To him, the self reveals its nature, says the Katha Upanishad. After the dissertation was over, Baba turned to the gentleman and said, "Well, sir, there is in your pocket the Brahma, or mammon, in the form of 50 times 5, which is 250 rupees. Please take that out." The gentleman took out from his pocket the bundle of currency notes, and to his great surprise found, on counting them, that there were 25 notes of 10 rupees each. Seeing the omniscience of Baba, he was moved and fell at Baba's feet and prayed for his blessing. Then Baba said to him, "Roll up your bundle of Brahma," being the currency note. "Unless you get rid completely of your avarice or greed, you will not get the real Brahma. How can we, whose mind is engrossed in wealth, progeny, and prosperity, expect to know the Brahma without removing away his attachment for the same?" The illusion of attachment or the love for money is a deep eddy or a whirlpool of pain full of crocodiles in the form of conceit and jealousy. He who is desireless can alone cross this whirlpool. Greed and Brahma are as poles asunder. They are eternally opposed to each other. Where there is greed, there is no room for thought or meditation of the Brahma. Then how can a greedy man get this passion and salvation? For a greedy man there is no peace, neither contentment, nor certainty of steadiness. If there be even a little trace of greed in mind, all the sadhanas of spiritual endeavors are of no avail. Even the knowledge of a well-read man, who is not free from the desire of the fruit or reward of his actions, and who has got no disgust for the same, is useless and can't help him in getting self-realization. The teachings of the Guru are of no use to a man who is full of egoism and who always thinks about the sense object. Purification of mind is absolutely necessary. Without it, all our spiritual endeavors are nothing but useless show and form. It is, therefore, better for one to take only what he can digest and assimilate. My treasury is full, and I can give anyone what he wants, but I have to see whether he is qualified to receive what I give. If you listen to me carefully, you will be certainly benefited. Sitting in this masjid, I never skip any answer. When a guest is invited to a house, all the members of the household and other friends and relations that happen to be present are entertained along with the guest. So all those that were present in the masjid at this time could partake of the spiritual feast that was served by Baba to the rich gentleman. After getting Baba's blessing, one and all, including the gentleman, left the place quite happy and contented. Special characteristics of Baba. There are many things who leaving their houses, stay in forests, caves, or hermitages, and remaining in solitude, try to get liberation or salvation for themselves. They do not care for other people and are always self-absorbed. Sai Baba was not of such a type. He had no home, no wife, no progeny, no any relations near or distant. So he lived in the world, in society. He begged his bread from 4 or 5 houses, always lived at the foot of the neem tree, carried on worldly dealings, and taught all the people how to act and behave in this world. Rare are the sadhus and saints who, after attaining God vision, strive for the welfare of the people. Sai Baba was the foremost of these, and therefore says Hemant Bhatt. Blessed is the country, blessed is the family, and blessed are the traits parents wear with extraordinary, transcendent, precious, and pure jewel, known as Sai Baba, was born. Bow to Sri Sai, peace to all. Om Hara Brahmaya Vidmahe Shiva Dhimai Tanno Mohan Prachodayat. Om Hara Brahmaya Vidmahe Shiva Dhimai Tanno Mohan Prachodayat. Om Hara Brahmaya Vidmahe Shiva Dhimai Tanno Mohan Prachodayat. Thank you so much. I hope that you enjoyed these enlightening chapters. Please join us again for the next few chapters in Mohanji's consciousness. I thank you.